Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're on episode 79 of Mark Anthony's Music Picks. It's the middle of summer here. I'm actually gearing up for a cookout that I'm going to be hosting at my house this weekend, so I'm really excited for that. And I wanted to kind of switch gears. I've been doing a lot of house and tribal house and New York and Jersey related stuff on my channel lately, but I realized I haven't really talked about dub techno lately, and I think a lot of that is because for some reason the genre of dub techno seems to fit very much in with winter, right? If you think of dub techno and you think of the coldest season and the tape hiss, it just seems to have an aesthetic that tends to lend itself more towards like being hunkered down in the winter and you're trapped inside and you have more time to listen to music. But even though it's summertime, there are some dub techno tracks that are out there that can kind of like scratch the itch without feeling like too out of place. So I picked out 4 of those from my catalog, or from my collection rather, for you, and I want to present those to you today. This one here is a new arrival and a new artist to me, and pardon my ignorance on this for people that are experts, but this is a record by an artist named Pub. He's from Scotland, and he's been producing since at least the late 90s. I think his catalog might go back as far as 1998 or 1997. And in 2000, he released this track called Summer. Now, this got a reissue, and I found it luckily in stock on Juno just this past week, so I grabbed it. But it's a really interesting yet hard to describe record. I was trying to think of like what I could compare this to, and the fact that I had such a hard time comparing it to another record, I think kind of speaks volumes to it. But the best that I can come up with is that it's basically a minimal, like true minimal aesthetic. Like think somebody like Baby Ford, you know, who was making like long 10-minute, 12-minute loopy kind of bass-ridden tracks in the early 2000s or late 90s, and then have something like Deep Chord presents Echo Space, the Lumen, I don't know how to pronounce the album name now that I'm trying to say it out loud, but you know, the Lumen album, where you have ambiance and a lot of just like interesting outdoorsy elements kind of mixed in. So you've got no kick drum here, much like a Baby Ford track, or if there is one, it's very non-distinct, and then just very like I said, outdoorsy, like you feel like you're at one with nature when you listen to this. And I just gave this a spin on my system up there. I had it cranked up, and it just sounds so soothing. This is the kind of jam that you want to listen to when you get home from work and you're tired and you just can't handle the aggression of a kick drum. This is perfect. So this got me checking out Pub. I have to go and like really sift through his catalog. So if you guys have any other Pub related jams that I need to check out, please comment them down below, because I have some homework to do. My next dub techno-ish is going to be the theme of this episode. Dub techno-ish release for you is this one here. This is a producer that kind of flies a little bit under the radar. His name's Thomas Wood. He started releasing records in 2013, and in 2014 I stumbled onto his track here, kind of just an inconspicuous looking record here. There's a track on here called Silver Drops, and by the way, this is the Gold in You EP. It was on his label Thomas Woods Limited, or TW Limited, and thankfully it got a repress because it was getting hard to get for a while. But it's a really nice fusion of, I would say, honest dub techno elements, obvious dub, like subby bass, sub bass, very dub oriented, and then almost like maybe deep house or tech house touch kind of added onto it. The reason the track's called Silver Drops is because if you listen to it, there's an element that hits where it sounds like somebody's dropping either silver coins or like silverware, and it's almost sounds like he's dropping them inside of a cave that's wet. So there's an element of wetness or moisture to the sound, if that makes any sense, and there's also a lot of reverb, which really just makes this a really interesting standout track. So if you wanted to make a dub techno set and not include all like straight up traditional dub techno, but still like keep that vibe going, this would be perfect for it. My next track for you is one that was sort of just landed in my lap recently. This is a test pressing by an artist named Eric Lewis. Now, Eric is a producer from New Jersey that happens to subscribe to this channel. And he I guess, listened to a couple of my dub techno sets, and he realized that the EP that he was about to release, which is this one here, he thought it was up my alley. So he sent me a private message and he said, hey, why don't you check out this EP that I have coming out? It's going to be the first one on vinyl on my new label that's starting out. The label's called Devilish Affair. And he sent me a link to the samples. So I checked them out. I was like, dude, you're right. That's right up my alley. So he sent me this here, and this is a wonderful 4-tracker. And kind of like in the same vein of this Thomas Woods record, you're getting dub techno influences, but also more of a tech house type fusion, where for me, I like to play those opening sets with long, 7, 8 minute, 9 minute tracks. Something along the lines of like Sushi Tech is how I would play if I had to play like my ideal set. And this is almost like Eric's take on Sushi Tech. So check this out. This is only available right now. Eric was kind enough to send me a test pressing, but you can pre-order this on Dex. Dex is going to have them, and then a little bit further down the line, when Dex exclusive goes away, Juno will also have it. So I'll have a link to the Dex pre-order, and check this out, guys. All 4 tracks on here are bombs. So Eric, thank you so much. And my final pick for you guys today is probably the most dub techno out of all of them, and people that really collect Echo Space are probably already going to know this, but there might be some people out there that haven't heard this yet. And I would say for anybody that is just, for whatever reason, you're just kind of getting into the dub techno world and you want to check something out, this is like a great segue to just break into the whole genre. This is the Linkwood Miles Away Intrusion remixes. You see I have some cool cover art here. It says Intrusion dubs. There's a sunrise dub on here and a sunset dub. They're both excellent. Oh, and you can see the white vinyl was kind of peeking out there. Better be careful not to drop it. But really nice white vinyl. I like the sunrise dub out of the two, but they're both really good. And the reason I like the sunrise dub is because, as I said in my review on Discogs, it has a very colorful touch to it. Like, it almost sounds like a rainbow, if that makes any sense. Like, it's very warm and blue, and it's like literally all colors, like kind of just melded into one sonic presentation. There's guitar twangs, there's a saxophone, and laying underneath all of that is just classic deep chord, really low hitting sub bass. So really a mainstay in my collection, a track that I love to death, and it always kind of blew my mind that this didn't ever like really go up in value on Discogs. I mean, I see hundreds and hundreds of people own it, but you know, you can still always get it for 10 or 15 bucks, which I kind of don't get. And meanwhile, there's other records going for 100 bucks that aren't nearly as good as this. So anyways, get it while you can. I think this is an awesome record, and I hope you guys enjoy it. That's all for my Dub Techno-ish episode today. I hope you enjoy these summertime Dub Techno picks. Be sure to check out Eric Lewis's track. I'm telling you, the guy's, he's got potential. He's going to blow up. So I'm really looking forward to more releases on his label. That's all for today, guys. Take care. Peace.